on here. What you just heard was me playing the iconic ending to Yngwie's Far Beyond the Sun. And I'm going to show you how you can practice that using the practice techniques we've covered in the previous week. As you can find a tab in the description below, I'm not going to go through everything in detail. I just want to show you how you can apply the concepts we talked about before. Alright, so basically I see this as three parts. We have the ascending scale run first. Then we have the arpeggios. And you basically have the descending arpeggio here, but way slower than at the end. And then I go up that last 5-string sweep. So for the first section, here's where accents will be really useful. So basically go through it by accenting the first note. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the second note, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. So if you're not sure what I'm talking about here, just refer to my previous video about accents. I'm going to link that as well, so you can check it out. But basically just means that you're going to accent the first 16th, the second, the third, and the fourth. And the reason for that is it's going to help your synchronization a lot. Now for the arpeggios. So basically we have 12 notes in total. We have this shape, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and another 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you can use the looping technique here. So again, I will refer you to the lesson I did a few days ago, but basically you just start on each point of the loop. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that was the first loop. You can do that a few times. And then you start on the second note of the loop. So now this note should be on the beat. And you continue on like that through the third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and so on. This is really helpful because especially for these arpeggios, it's very easy to rush the pull-off, I've found. So by actually starting on that note, it's going to be very apparent when you do that. So that will help you a lot if you try that out. The looping technique can also be applied to the last arpeggio. Same thing, just start on each note of the loop and go on like that. So you get 12 different variations here as well. And finally, try dotted rhythms as well. It's a really good way to get it up to speed. So if we apply that to the first section, so I'm gonna go long, short first. And then short, long. Do that several times, and you can also move it around chromatically. So you basically just take this thing, start down here, and apply that type of practice as well. So what I don't want you to do is simply to play the whole thing over and over again, and then try to inch up the metronome. You can do that as well, but if you apply these practice techniques as well as that, you will progress way quicker. So a little backstory on this one for me. I learned this maybe 6 months into my playing journey, but I did not play it up to speed, obviously. So I was just doing something like that, and probably way worse. The thing was, the guitar hero of my hometown, I befriended him and he got me onto Yngwie, and he also had a Guitar World magazine interview with Yngwie where he actually showed this ending. The complete ending was in the magazine, plus some other phrases. And I just remember learning that, and obviously I couldn't play it at all, but it was very important to see how the sound that I thought was so cool, what it looked like on the instrument, and it was so beneficial to me. So don't wait learning things that you like the sound of. Even if you think like, well, this is impossible, it's gonna take me years to even get close to this. Doesn't matter, just learn it anyway. Because that will fuel you and give you inspiration and motivation to go through all these, super boring picking exercises, for example, because you know why you're doing it and you know what you need to do to get that sound. It's just that you're here and the sound is over here and you need to bridge that gap. But if you have that knowledge, it's way easier to motivate yourself to do the work. If you're new to these practice techniques, try applying it to this phrase, if you haven't learned that already, that is. and then compare it with your old way of practicing and see if the ones that I gave you, if it had any kind of improvement in how fast you learned it and whatever other experience you had. So just let me know in the comments in a few days.